Scene 1, Apple, take 1. Scene 1, Apple, take 2.
Wow, man, wow. Morning. Man, it'd be going on out here. Check it out. A lot of, this is America. You're supposed to be able to wear what you want and stuff and be who you are and stuff. And you're supposed to be able to just be the you that you want to be. Imagine showing up at a punk rock concert with your favorite gear on from your favorite biker store, which happens to incorporate some Nazi symbolism into its brand. And you're at this, you're a white guy there at the punk rock concert with, a bunch of white guys. What on earth? I just got buttons just going off. Anyway, and then those guys, your own guys, beat you up. This is crazy. I ain't seen no shit like this. But anyway, we're gonna be looking at that here and a couple of other stories this morning. Let me hurry up and get to the point. Somebody told me yesterday, you take too long. Okay, here we go. So I'll be back in a minute and 7 seconds with the story. Thank you guys for tuning in. Check it out. A mob attacks an alleged Nazi biker at a punk festival. Be right back.
Black Dragon Biker News. He's on YouTube. Black Dragon Biker News. Get yourself educated by his books and you'll learn how to move. Black Dragon Biker News. He covers it all. So click on the screen, hit subscribe and get updated Biker News with MC Protocol. A lot of phonies popped up on this YouTube Biker News craze came about, but the man on this channel is the first to do it and the only one that never sold out. His name is Black Dragon. Started the day of the intensity, repping Uncle Sam. They traded that uniform for leather vest from the Mighty Black Sabbath. Not the band, I'm talking about the Mighty Black Sabbath MC. Where he paid his dues and he earned his stripes from prospect all the way up to national peace. All the copycat creators and the content stealers and haters, there have been many, but there's only one legend in life. Black Biker with the cowboy hat that knows kung fu and says kicks Kenny. Black Dragon Biker News. He's on YouTube. Black Dragon Biker News. Just self-educated by his books and you learn how to move. Black Dragon Biker News. He covers it all. So click on the screen, hit subscribe and get updated Biker News with MC Protocol.
Well, alrighty then. I just felt the alrighty then this morning. I just felt that. Whoa, alrighty then. I'm Black Dragon, and welcome to Black Dragon Biker TV. And as always, I'd like to thank you all for tuning in from wherever it is in the world that you happen to be. We are the only biker news show in all of America to have our very own Dr. Logic, a reverend. You better listen to him. You might go to heaven. You might.
Only one way to get there.
Like he's going. So.
Oh, I believe.
Don't listen to me for that. Don't listen to me for that. That you might not get there. But we got the Reverend Tia. What was Tia saying to you this morning? Oh, I'm so glad you came to the show. Thank you for all you bring. What? I didn't get no applause from my woman. Why my woman talking to you?
Because how long y'all been together?
A long time.
She's been applauding you for a long time.
Don't do that. Don't do it. I'm so sick. of your positive. I can't take it. I can't take it. There's got to be some hate in you. We got to find some hate in you.
No, we don't want that. No,
We want the old Logic back.
no, we don't. No, we
we
don't.
beat somebody's ass. That's what I want.
No, people wouldn't understand. When I look. Well, I used to told somebody a long time ago that I used to be a drunk, and they said, "I cannot see you." I said, "Heck, I'll put away a bottle of rum, then go out." I said, "I was in the military." I said, that's all we did was drink.
What were you, Air Force? Can't call that no military.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Yes, you can.
You guys have horse trails on the base. Stop it. Okay. You guys have equestrian trails on the base. Man, stop
you see what Mr. Jones said? Mr. Jones said, he said, Logic just did the Jedi mind trick on you.
He did. He turned it around immediately. Getting right to the story, an angry mob at a Vegas punk rock festival attacks a biker wearing Nazi emblem. Look at this guy getting punched in the face right here. Hey, Miss Lotus says, don't do Tia like that.
See?
Well, it's on you. I do. I do. She says, I agree with Tia. Oh, here we go. You know, when Logic for Lavish first came on the show, everybody loved Lavish. I can't get no love, man.
Love Lavish.
Huh?
We still love Lavish.
They still love Lavish. Now everybody loves you. Hell, if I was to bring Satan himself, they'd
No.
Maybe, yeah. Well, I was talking about Big Cell, actually.
Oh my gosh.
They'd love him. Yeah, we love Big Cell on your show, Dragon. Why don't you get off? You know, we make videos so that he can get likes. You know, that's what he said. Anyway, a man in a t-shirt. Why are you not participating, Reverend?
Because I was about to say something positive. You didn't want to hear that. I was about to say, if you bring Big Cell and y'all have a civil conversation, the people in the chat probably say, well, I'm glad that y'all can.
They probably will quit both shows. We won't have them anymore. They'll be like, these traitors. These mofos here. I took a side and they're going, no. I'm not doing that to y'all. I'm not doing that to you good people out there. All right. This here, though, this is crazy. And I wrote, hey, listen, I actually took the time to write about this in my newest book, Motorcycle Club Protocol 101. I wrote about this. Do you have this book? Did I ever get you one of these?
No, you didn't.
No? Oh, well, so you won't know that I'm talking about $49.95, Reverend. $49.95. Anyway, I'm sorry. This book, I talked about this thing right here that happened. Or I talked about the symbolisms that you might see on the bike set. Mm-hmm. And it's really kind of funny because those same symbolisms, I wrote a part in the back for hospitals. There's a part in this book called Emergency Procedures for Modern Day Emergency Department Personnel when dealing with bikers and motorcycle clubs. And I talk specifically about some of the symbology you may see on these guys' jackets and stuff like that. So let's look at this story because this is crazy. This guy shows up to a punk rock event with punk rockers and a whole bunch of dudes that look just like him. He didn't expect to get his ass whooped by them dudes. Like, I don't expect to go to a rap concert and all the brothers just turn around and start whooping my ass because I got the wrong t-shirt on.
Did you see the comment? Somebody said that looks like Hollywood.
Don't do that.
That's what they said. They said, I'm sorry, but that guy looks like Hollywood. He says, sorry, Hollywood.
That guy does not look like, you know what?
I had to break in and tell you that because I read that.
I got to go pull up James' picture because that's not Hollywood James Massacre, right? That let's see. What's it called? His book is called Betrayal and Brotherhood, I think it's called. Betrayal and Brotherhood. Oh, okay, so here's his. Is there a picture of him?
I don't see
We got to check that out. Okay. Back to the story. Yeah, see, you guys be taking me off the story. It's not my fault. Okay, so a man in a t-shirt with a logo resembling the Nazi SS insignia was attacked while attending the punk rock bowling and music festival. Let me make this bigger so you guys can see it.
bowling. Oh, that's not good. Bowling balls was involved.
It was punk rock bowling and music festival. I guess they bowl too in Las Vegas over Memorial Day weekend. So his Memorial Day was a little shitty as a security guard attempted to escort the man out of the downtown Las Vegas event center sometime between Saturday and Monday. They were punching him and stuff. He was punched in the face multiple times and pushed to the ground at least twice by an angry mob. They were mad, and this is the Instagram. They took this picture from Instagram. A man wearing for my listening audience. The caption is a man wearing a T-shirt with an emblem resembling the Nazi SS logo gets punched in the face at this punk rock bowling festival in Las Vegas over Memorial Day weekend. Image from Instagram. This is in decline. Is the channel at This Is in Decline. This is in decline. Somebody said, and I'm going to have to use the F-bomb right here, no fucking Nazis, somebody said. One person could be heard shouting this in the video of the incident. No Nazis. We can have everything else here, but not y'all. Which was posted on Tuesday on the Instagram account, This Is in Decline. As of Wednesday night, the video has 25,000 likes and more than 3,500 comments. It's damn near viral. Most of which congratulate the attackers. That no one should be attacked for what they're wearing. The fact that anyone thinks it's okay to wear anything like this in public places is a sign of exactly where we are as a country, wrote Instagram user Harpers_duh. Harpers_duh. In a comment that received 2,638 likes. The fact that we have people like the ones in this video not putting up with it is a sign that we are not going to take it. Good for them, says Harpers_DA. That's what they said. Now, someone by that guy that punched him a beer commented at Hollywood Hooligan. You know, Hollywood Hooligan, it sounds like Hollywood. He's got a hooligan shirt line. That's really coincidental. Anyway, no one was harmed in this video, and that's the problem, added HC.
No one's harmed. That's the problem, that no one was harmed?
He meant the guy that got pushed around. The incident reflects the lasting schism. Okay, and this is something that we know about because Lavish and I reported on this. This incident reflects the lasting schism within punk rock created when neo-Nazi white supremacists first infiltrated the movement in the late 1970s in England. So we have done some extensive reporting on a group called FSU, which stands for F shit up. I'm sorry about all the F-bombs this morning, Pastor. And so that FSU group actually was a punk rock crew. And one of their first fortes that we read about was they would go after white neo-Nazi supremacists that would go to punk rock concerts. And this crew formed, and they would beat these guys up. And so we have been covering them lately in a story where they got into it with some outlaws out there in the Portland, Oregon area. Turns out a lot of them joined the Outlaws Motorcycle Club or been close to them and know them and stuff like that. So these guys are bikers too, a lot of them. And so we now know that about that schism. And so here it is. This reflects the lasting schism within the punk rock community created when I didn't know it happened when in the late 1970s in England, but I guess that's where it came from. Despite active efforts by seminal U.S. punk bands, including Black Flag and the Dead Kennedys, to purge far-right racists from the American scene. The latter band even recording a 1981 song called Nazi Punks Fuck Off. We just got the F-bomb dropping this morning.
That's a song?
Yeah. Nazi Punks Fuck Off.
Yeah, okay.
It's in quotation marks, so it must be.
You're right.
Many bigots have still remained fans of punk rock over the decades. Yeah, they like music too.
They like the music, right?
Yeah.
Right. They like the music.
But they actually made a song about they didn't.
It's just
want
the
them.
culture don't like them.
Intolerance of the intolerant. This part says a minority of comments pointed out that intolerance of the intolerant is also intolerance. Punk rock was rebelling against society norms. Bikers rebelled against society norms. In theory, they are one and the same. And that's interesting because I talk about it in the book, Motorcycle Club Protocol 101, this rebelling against societal norms and taking on some of these icons. This is what Randy_Jansen said on Instagram. Wearing offensive logos is common in both cultures. He's talking about the punk rock rebelling culture and the biker culture. This guy is saying that wearing this offensive logo is common in both cultures. It is common in motorcycle club culture and biker culture. It is common to wear anti-society garb like SS nomenclature and SS symbols and
swastika.
Thank you. That I'm looking for that word. Swastikas and things like that. We see this in biker club culture, and we've seen it since the 70s, maybe, or even earlier. It's sad to so this is in both cultures. He went on to say it's sad to see what would be called a hardcore scene ganging up on a senior citizen, which they did, because his outfit offended them. The man's T-shirt was identified as advertising the Dago Choppers, a self-effacing nickname chosen by the Dago. I thought it was San Diego. It was Dago for
Dago Choppers. Yeah.
Yeah. So self-effacing nickname, meaning that the guy chose the nickname because for short for Italian. That's a derogatory word for Italian.
Yeah.
And so they chose Dago Choppers as a self-effacing nickname chosen by the Italian founders of Venus Choppers, a motorcycle shop in Venus, California, once associated with the Hells Angels. So I always thought Dago Choppers was for San Diego. Silly me. It's not spelled that way. As for why the shop, which burned down in the 1990s and is not affiliated with a second Venus Choppers bike shop still in operation, would adopt the SS logo, many believe is because it reflected the owner's hatred of blacks and Jews. Some, however, don't. To accuse someone of being a Nazi, you need actual proof, commented an Instagram user, Tim Tunish. This man is wearing a Dago Choppers shirt, which simply means he's part of a biker culture. If the two lightning bolts in the logo scare you, at least take the time to understand what they actually represent. In the past, symbols like these were used to signify rebellion, not Nazi ideology. The Iron Cross on Orange County Choppers logo, or similar runes as Kiss's branding, don't make those people Nazis, this person explained. The folks attacked the man for no reason. And so here's one of these guys. He says, if you wear a double sig rune, you're either positive towards Nazis or you're an idiot. This is one of the commenters. There is no excuse. Bikers wanting to be edgy like 13-year-olds are lame. If you're with Dago Choppers, wear another logo. So he had no love for it.
No love for it.
Dave,
No hard feelings.
a guy named Dave said, "Good for the bowlers." And a guy named Screef on May 28th said, "Don't co-opt Nazi symbolism if you're not a Nazi, or at least don't want people to think you're a Nazi. There's a reason they chose these symbols in the first place." So they got people on their side and not on their side. Let us go look at the video. Do I have it? I do.
You have video? Okay.
I do. This is sad, man. Hold on.
Hold
Let's
on.
go look at
You go ahead.
comments.
I'm put on mute.
Okay, let me look at the comments for a second. Oh my goodness, the comments are not nice. Let me come over here. Scroll up here some. I was stationed in Little Rock. Those Air Force folks had a nice life compared to us Army folks. OB Joe, you are so right, man. You are so right. The Air Force people living good, man. I grew up at Tinkerfield, and it was nice over there. I'm sorry, but that guy looks like Hollywood. OB Joe, when I was assigned to the Army in Iraq, I had my own room and I was treated way better. Yeah. Over at the Navy, at the Air Force Base, they got like hotels. Everybody's living
Hey,
like
hey, y'all leave the Air Force alone.
They even had a wing night in the chow halls. A wing night?
Who?
You guys had wings?
Wings. Let me tell you something, y'all. Y'all can hate on the Air Force all you want, but I've seen many Army when they're on their what they used to call them when they moving across the country, maneuvers. When they're doing their maneuvers, they love staying at the Air Force base. Let's go to your chow hall. We don't call the chow hall, it's called the cafeteria. Don't call our cafeteria chow hall.
The cafeteria.
I escorted some of them jokers over there, and they like, man, that's an ice cream bar? Yeah. Man, y'all get treated nice because we will drop bombs on everybody to soften up the ground so that y'all Army and Marine guys can go. I ain't gonna talk about the Navy. The Army and Marine guys can go across the land.
Bombs. The Navy has aircraft carriers. I don't even know why we have an Air Force.
What you mean we don't drop bombs?
I don't even know why we have an Air Force. Y'all like the last ones to get there.
Oh, whatever.
We take Marines over and drop their dumb ass off. Go get them.
I didn't say all y'all Marines. I didn't call y'all dumb. See, that's that.
Go get that's devil dogs.
That's that swab over there. You know,
swabby. We go drop their ass off. Yeah, we'll be back. Go get him, Iwo Jima. But anyway,
did you pull up the video,
Mr. Jones? We're looking at the comments first.
That was my wife.
Said, you show up at a rap concert with one of those Kanye swastika shirts, and you might catch a fade. Does Kanye have a swastika shirt? That poor kid.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, money doesn't mean everything. If you attend a big sales concert, you may just be careful now. Yeah, I'm not going to a big sale concert. Everyone knows punk rockers and neo-Nazis have always had a rivalry. I didn't know it, and I was a punk rocker back in the day.
You were?
When MTV came out, everybody was a punk rocker. That's all they played was punk rock.
I didn't. I wasn't. I was.
Did you watch MTV in the day?
I watched MTV when they got rap on it.
Oh yeah. So you were not.
I'm from New York. Man. It was R&B, disco, rap.
Oh no, you had Devo and all those guys, man. When MTV first came out, they wouldn't even play any black music. You know, the first black artist they played was Michael Jackson.
I thought it was Stevie Wonder.
No.
Was it?
Michael opened it up. And he did it big.
Michael had a mix. His music went across the board. No, Michael's music went across the board. It didn't have any boundaries.
I was in the 509th Airborne while stationed in Little Rock, 1 battalion of Army in a sea of Air Force back when JRTC was in Arkansas, not Polk. Wow. These guys know who you are, bro. They know. Oh, listen. Mike Ball has performed at the Punk Rock Bowling 4 times.
4 times. Okay,
yeah.
Mike Ball.
Yeah, Mike Ball can play that. I seen pictures of Mike Ball playing when he was like a fat, chubby kid. Yeah, we didn't always have the skinny Mike Ball we got now. We don't.
Why you got to point out that he's fat? He was fat. Man.
He was a fat, chubby kid with, but he could play that guitar though. He could play that guitar. Even as a kid, like an 11-year-old. He was up there with grown folks playing that guitar.
You see what Motogata said?
What did Motogata say?
He said, that's all right, but we all know what military branch is featured in the YMCA music video.
That's why I don't have Motogato's comment up, because that's why I don't even have it up there. It's funny, we can't even see Motogato right now. We're looking at him, we can't see him. The Air Force would have steak and lobsters. Now, I gotta admit that the Navy submarine sailors had that too, but well, in Iraq we had great food, and Air Force did not have anything to do with it. Okay. Oh, here we got cut off here. I hear a whole lot of Dear Diary going on. Y'all had it better. Y'all had it better than the Marines. Anyway, we've got this video of this poor bastard getting his ass whooped. This is where is that at? Let me pull that back up. This is ugly, and you don't want this as an old man. I'm old,
Right.
and
I'm old.
and I still feel tough, and shit like this shows me I'm not tough anymore. I'm this guy's about my, I'm 62. I still want to feel like I can whoop some ass. I want to feel like that, but these guys have taken the whole feel like you can whoop some ass thing away. Okay, this is sad. Hold on. Is there a way to make this bigger? Is this as big as this kid?
He ain't no small guy now.
That's what I'm saying.
He ain't no small guy.
That's what I'm saying. Your boy got arms still?
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, he still got arms. He don't even have a big gut. He's all poked out, chest off. Like, he looks like an intimidating ass biker. He looks like, he could whoop a little ass until you see how they do him. Bro, I just wish this could be bigger. This ain't no bigger. Okay, I hope y'all can see this. Here we go. Action. Maybe is there no way to make this bigger? Let's see. Okay, that might do it. Yeah, that's bigger. All right, action.
That's a female pushing him.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's the security guard. That's that female lady, I believe, is the security guard.
Oh, okay.
And she's big enough to push her weight around. But we love them too. We love everybody. Look at that! And there's his SS symbols there on the back. Did you see him hit the ground like that, bro?
Yeah. They shoved him. That's not a push. That's a shove.
Yeah, you're old and you don't have any. Maybe she's not a security guard. I thought she was, but
he wasn't a martial artist because he didn't fall on the ground right.
Well, it's when you realize you're old, and that's how you fall when you're old. When you're old, you fall like people are gonna be mad at me for not playing. Let me play the whole thing, and then we'll come back. Video. But maybe she's not a security guard. I thought she was a security guard. Look at that guy kick him. Did you see that?
Yeah, I saw it.
They're trying to get that guy out of there. Watch this guy come up and punch him in the mouth. Wow! Woo!
Get out of our fucking scene! Get out of our fucking scene! Get out of our scene!
Get out of our scene. Wow. That poor guy. Poor guy. I bet he won't wear that T-shirt again.
Or he just won't go there again.
Yeah, that T-shirt was not a good idea. Oh my gosh. Imagine you get put out, you didn't hit nobody. Look at him, he's still complaining.
He's probably a vet. He's probably a vet.
Bikers, man. Okay, so.
Oh, he got hit more than once.
Now we can look at it again. Now we can stop it. So I thought initially she was a security guard because the security guards seem to have black T-shirts on, but I think you're right. she was a protester in this case. Tim Tuna said to accuse someone of being a Nazi, you need actual proof. This man is just wearing a Dago Chopper shirt, which simply means he's part of biker culture. If the two lightning bolts in the logo scare you, at least take the time. I don't think anyone was scared.
No,
Take the time
no.
to understand what they actually represent. In the past, symbols like this were used to signify rebellion, not Nazi ideology. And that is true in the biker set. That's what those symbols meant. But
You know, okay, I'm waiting till you finish that because I have something to say before I forget.
yeah, say something. I'm sorry.
You had said something earlier about all the different symbolism and all the different meanings and why the biker culture has adopted that. I saw somebody talk about this. The wearing on the swastika was a shock value. But to layman people that do not understand bike culture, to people that do not like Nazism and things like that, they're not gonna understand. They're not gonna know all the different definitions we put on things. All they gotta know is that the Nazis were part of Germany that did all those atrocities over there as they defined them. You can't take a symbol and continue to change the definition of the symbol from its original meaning and expect everyone to understand that, because everyone is not going to understand it.
So when you remember the original bikers that were trying to be offensive, they didn't want anyone to understand. They wanted people to be turned off. They wanted people to move away from them and not want to be around them. And that's why they adopted that symbology, because especially when you're looking at the 60s, we're only like 15 years removed from the end of World War II. So Nazi symbolism was absolutely reviled, especially, it took 15 years. It was in the 60s. They were still learning.
They're outlawed overseas, though, isn't it?
Yeah, but they were still learning. They were still learning the whole impact of what had happened to the Jewish population. Like, I mean, by 15 years later, it still wasn't as well. They're still finding out. They were still hunting Nazis. They were still around. It wasn't as in a box like it is today. Like I always tell people, you can't put 2025 conditioning and thinking on some 1960 shit.
That's the anachronistic thing I was talking about yesterday. Yeah.
You can't have 20. Well, they should have known. Blah 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 blah. No, we've had 100 years almost of learning past that to be able to formulate our ideas and stuff. It's like if people often will say, well, if you did that, let me see a picture of it. Somebody once said, well, Black Dragon, if you were in the Black Sabbath and blah, 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 let's see a picture of you prospecting. Well, in 1980,
we wasn't taking pictures.
If you didn't have a 35 millimeter, then you had some big ass Polaroid or you had a box camera. People were not taking pictures like this. This is not how you took pictures back then.
Right.
So nobody carried cameras with them. And if you did have a picture from that time period, it's a Polaroid and probably faded and can't even be seen. But nobody was taking pictures like this. This is not how people were taking pictures back then. So when you put this 2025 template on some 1984 shit, it doesn't make any sense. And so when these folks were doing that, they were trying to be repulsive. They had a lot of things like kissing each other in the lips.
Yeah,
you see two one percenters or outlaw bikers at the time. They wanted to revolt society, so they would kiss each other on the lips. I mean, straight up.
No,
I don't know.
They didn't get the tongue, bro.
I don't know
see you going a little bit too far, Doc.
I don't know if they were tonguing.
Look, man, what Cutoff said. What Cutoff said, and I was about to say that earlier. And he said, to be fair, the original guys that came back from World War II wore those badges wore those as badges of honors. Yes, because they took them from their
Yes.
enemy. Right. You're right.
Yeah.
And somebody else said something about the swastika. Yes, the way the Nazis used the swastika was a reverse at how the Asians used the swastika. That is correct.
Yeah.
So that's an older symbol. That's correct. But everybody don't know that.
Well, that's because most people, because once again, you're putting some ancient Chinese, Asian technology, nomenclature,
symbolism.
Thank you, on something that as we see it today. So it's very, very interesting to see that and how people view that.
Mm-hmm.
Biker News Canada, yes, they didn't want to talk with citizens. Stay away from us. They were dirty, smelly, etc. They wore offensive clothing. Now, see, Biker News Canada is a retired member of a top 5 1% motorcycle club, one of the oldest ones in the world. So he absolutely knows this, and he's also an author. We have his book here,
Biker News Canada. Okay,
yeah. Where's his book? We should always plug his book if we had it within.
That's almost like if I when back in Brooklyn, I used to wear a jacket, Quincy Street organization, when they tried to get us to stop beating each other with bats and everything. So
you got to get Biker News Canada's book.
Yeah.
One Night at the Playpen by Michael Jarvie, who spent time as he retired from a number 1 motorcycle club and a 1% motorcycle club, one of the oldest ones in the country. So you guys make sure to get this book, One Night at the Playpen. This is a great book.
I said I mentioned that before that I was going to get one. I'm going to get it. Biker News Canada. I am going to get your book. I'm gonna get your book too, man. I got all your books done. I just gotta, I have a thing when I buy bulks of books and then I sit and read them. I got 2 of them, so I'll
beg for my little bit of attention.
I'll get the rest of the book.
A Korean Buddhist would fly a flag that had the symbol of what looked like a swastika. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. The Chingaling MC have iron crosses on the back of their cuts. Some of the Lou Vega, some of them actually have swastikas, not just iron crosses, but they wear swastikas too. The Chingalings MC, and they are multicolored, multiracial. They have black folks in them with them swastikas on their backs too. The swastika was first noted 2,000 years ago in India architecture. I didn't know that.
It goes the other. It's flipped though.
He said it's a straight up kiss, man.
You're right. None of all that tongue in there. he added all that to it.
Dragon, stop that. It's just a straight up.
I told you the first time I've seen it on videos and everything, but the first time I actually seen it in person, and the guy came back to me. We was at a little biker place, and he was eating some wings. He said, Logic, you want some more of them wings? I said, nah, that's all right, man. You good, man. You good. Oh, you see me kiss that dude down there? I said, yeah. He said, you know what that mean? I said, yeah, I've learned. I've learned what that mean, and I didn't know he was in the OMC because he was in civilian clothes.
Yeah.
And that's when I learned at that time. He said, we all don't. He said, we all don't wear our patches.
Yeah.
I said, yes. I said, yes, sir.
And that's why you don't talk shit on the biker set.
That's why you don't talk crap.
On the bike, because you never know that old man sipping on the beer is the national of the banditos,
bruh. and this guy was a bandito. Me and him had, because he rode a V ride, and me and him had many rides together. And he said, "Yeah, Logic, yeah, man, my bros was checking out your orange one day." I said, "Dude, I'll take this crap off, man." He said, "No, you good." I said, "Okay."
Woogie Boogie said swastika was originally a Hindu symbol. I learned that from Black Dragon back when I watched him in 2018. Was it 100 years ago?
My wife calling me again. Hold on a second.
Yeah. So his wife is in the hospital, in case you guys don't know. So she's probably reporting in on her findings. I got one of those shirts back in the 90s, and OB, they were selling them to pay for the bike shop that burnt down. Oh, okay. Maybe the one we were just talking about. If you're wearing something designed to be offensive, don't be surprised when people get offended. And we get you on that. So we're going to go back here for a second. We're going to look at this at this video. This time we're going to talk about it. So it looks like this woman was pushing him. I think she's the one that pushed him down. Man, that sucks to get pushed down by a woman. Let's see if that's what actually happened. Yeah, somebody pushes him down right here. Oh, that guy. That guy. Now, so here's my thing. I get it and everything. You guys, I'm the kind of guy that would come in and stick up for him. I don't like to see shit like this. I don't. I've never been the kind of guy that wants somebody to get beat up, even if they were wearing an offensive SS shirt or whatever. I think, pushing around on a senior citizen, I think is a little too much. If he was leaving, he was being backed out of there, and then all these cheap shots these people start giving. This is kind of horrible. Somebody had to actually help this man to his feet. Imagine somebody having to help you up, and you ain't got no protection, no friends, nobody, no club brothers, nothing. You ain't got nobody. You're by yourself, and nobody likes you. Even the guy helping you up hates your ass. That's a scary. Look at this. Look at this woman here. Like everybody. Oh my gosh. Every face is, except for this poor guy is trying to save his life, and this guy helping him up. Other than that, man, there's no love out here. And this graybeard is trying to help him too. My goodness, this has had to be terrifying.
Yeah.
And it kind of took him out a little bit because you can see him staggering. So he's not even steady on his feet anymore. And God, he even got women walking up to you. Maybe you punch one of them and run. I don't know. This guy kicks him. What a little. Did this guy have pink shorts on?
No, those are not pink. Those are khakis.
Yeah, those shorts are pink. Bro.
Oh, you talking about the guy that kicked him? Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about the guy behind him.
Too bad you don't have reverse on. You can't back up on these.
Well, he's going to come back into the scene, isn't he? After this, or no?
We'll see. I know somebody with pink shorts didn't come up and kick this man. You can't kick nobody, and you got pink shorts on. That's some bullshit right there. Yeah, he's got
he got pink shorts on.
Multi-flowered pink shorts and a little bob mustache. Wow. Well, he don't want that Nazi though. Oh, here's this guy. This guy right here is already begun to launch that punch. Wow, the man ain't even looking at him. This is a sucker punch. Watch. Bam! Woo! I don't give a damn. I'm going back to kick his ass. I don't care how many people whoop me. I don't care how many boots I get. I just need to hit that son of a bitch one time. I'd have been fired up on that one. Or maybe I'd have just turned around and walked out like he did.
Nah, bro, let me tell you something.
Nah.
I would have got out of there. I don't care how bad I am, how much of a hog. That's word we used to use on the hood. How much a hog I thought I was. How down-witted I thought I was. When you are facing a mob of people, just get out of there now. If
I would have turned around and walked away. I mean, backing out was kind of defiant, and that's why they were probably pushing on him. I don't know what's the best.
Well, no. You always gotta keep your eyes on your opponents.
Yeah, but
always.
There was still a certain kind of.
I'd rather get hit. I'd rather get hit in the face than get hit in the back of the head.
Well, with all those guys surrounding you, I think if he had turned around and kind of got out of there,
trotted, kind
of trotted, and instead of being so defiant. A lot of it is body position.
That's his man. That's his manhood, man. He don't look like he don't look like he a punk. Nothing. He's all right. I'm leaving, but y'all stay away from me.
Oh, look, Biker News Canada used to kiss in the lips. Look at that. Logic here. Here you go.
Nah. We ain't OMC, Doc.
I was just trying. You said no.
No.
I don't Lavish. Be like, hell no, bro. At the front it says blending fine are with HD. I'm not sure what that means. If you're wearing something designed to be offensive, don't be surprised if it's offensive. Daniel 509 says true cutoff about free speech. I'm not a racist or a national socialist or communist. I'm just an American. Folks need to get over their emotions and learn to control them, or the government wins by dividing us to move on our human rights. Yeah, there's an argument for
free
that.
speech. Free speech goes as far as the person that you offend. So if it's the government, it's free speech until they're offended and they got the power to.
Oh, so free speech goes as far as the person you offend who has the power not to be offended by it.
There you go.
Then it's not free speech to them.
It's not free speech, right?
I'm gonna whoop your behind. I got you. Oh my goodness, Lavish D. Williams, how you doing, man?
There's
man,
my
I'm
man.
doing good, man. What's
up,
happening?
Lavish?
What's up,
Lavish? hey, Lavish, you came right after we was talking about. I'm gonna tell Lavish too. I'm gonna tell Lavish. We was talking about OMCs and how they used to kiss on the lips and everything, right? So we said, yeah, we know the culture. OMCs back in the day, he kissed on the lips.
No, man,
you never learned that
about that.
You never. Okay,
no.
you need to learn your back culture.
I think we talked. Me and Black Dragon tapped in on it on a podcast, but no, man, that wouldn't have been.
Let me tell you what this dude did.
Part of, man.
This dude did. He said, "We know they do it, right? They kiss, they peck." This dude gonna open up his mouth and give all tongue. I said, "Yo, man, I don't think they put the tongue. I don't think they went that far."
Yeah, man. Anything. With that man-to-man contact, man, that's not something that That ain't something that I'm
now
gonna be
the
a part of,
Italians
man.
kissed on the cheek, didn't they? Didn't the Italians?
I'm not Italian, man.
And the
So I
mob?
mean,
I think they kind of
kissed on the cheek. They kissed on the
They
cheek.
kind of bumped on.
That's like a kind of greeting overseas.
They kiss each other's ring fingers and stuff too.
But that's submission.
Yeah,
That's
it's
what?
all
Submission.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm black though, man. So none of that stuff really matters. I'm not kissing no dude, man. That stuff, hey, we don't. That ain't for me.
I just had to bring Lavish in. I just had to tell Lavish when you.
That
I know.
that ain't for me, man. I mean, each his own, man. But that ain't how
Somebody
the
says the
kid.
kiss of death. Oh, that's that what it was? When they kissed you on your cheek, the Italian culture kissed you on
Oh,
your
is that
cheek?
what happened? The kiss was the goodbye kiss. Right here, Butt Naked says my hairdresser said those were not pink; they were bubblegum colored.
They pink.
Bubblegum is pink.
Bubblegum is pink.
Praying for Logic's wife to be healed.
She is on her way. She is on her way home. She's coming home with some. And there was a little bit of blockage, but not enough to do that scope. They said they got to change her medication and give her some exercises and everything to strengthen her heart.
So she does have a little block.
They said there's a tiny. They said little. They said it's not enough. The doctor says not enough to concern and go in like that. I told her, that's when I said the onus is on us now. Your exercise, like we said, your diet and everything.
The conversation we had this morning. Yes.
Yeah. So she is on the way.
Okay, so we got to get the wife together. Well, she has her. She has her.
Her Libre, the monitor. Yeah.
My monitor.
Where's yours?
Yeah, she's got a monitor. And so we'll work that
but
out.
I thank God for all y'all prayers and everything. I didn't put nothing on Facebook until she came home. I only keep saying, "Oh, she coming," and she don't. She coming, she don't. Nah.
Yeah.
One time.
Swastika bad, man, and dress good though. Drew draws a point. So swastika is bad, but men in dresses are good. Though women saying they're men is good. Christians bad. The devil is good.
This country is effed up.
This country is effed up, man.
Yo, look, Drew.
Drew. Yeah, let's get Drew some. Drew said we're all making all this noise over a swastika when we got men in dresses. Women saying that that their men are good in terms of all of that. Christians are bad. The devil is good. Yeah, you're right, man. I have to go with you on that, Drew. Too bad bikers weren't into punk rock. Hey, listen, we want to tell you guys to please hit the like button. Please take time to hit that like button for us and subscribe, share, and subscribe. We really would appreciate if you do that. And man, if you guys can help out the show, hit that super chat button and also get a channel membership. Try to get a channel membership if you could. We got memberships for as low as $2.95 a month. So come hang out with your boy. Too bad bikers weren't into punk rock. Most CHs I went to had Leonard Skinner and
Leonard
ACDC
Skinner.
playing. Gets boring after a while. So anyway, back to this one last time. We'll look at this guy, poor bastard.
Get out of our fucking scene!
And then all of a sudden, get off of our scene. Well, they didn't like that.
Out of our scene! You don't fucking belong. You got fucking escort. Get out! Nazi needs an escort. Get the fuck out! Get out! Fuck you!
So what was going on with this guy?
He had he wore a shirt that had SS on the back, which we found out stood for or represented one of the motorcycle shops. But he's at a punk rock bowling event concert.
Oh, so he got beat up for nothing?
Pretty much. Pretty much, yeah.
Wow.
He got
This
beat up
guy's
for
out.
nothing.
He got out here, man, trying to enjoy his time. Somebody else had a misrepresentation of what he was wearing. It caused this guy problems and screwed his day up, only to find out that it wasn't nothing oh wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Now, what if things would have went the wrong way, man, and this guy would have did some real great harm to the guys that were bothering him, man? That's why sometimes you gotta leave people alone.
Sometimes you gotta leave people alone.
Sometimes you gotta leave people alone. Yeah. Yeah. Well, anyway,
we came up. Let me tell you, I come a long way, but we were serving the homeless one year, and we was in a van, and these guys walked down the street, and they had their shirts off, and they had the big SS on his chest, tatted, had a swastika on his back, tatted. So my kid said, "Hey, do we still serve them?" I said, "Absolutely." And the guy came, he says, "Thank you, because most black people would not come up and help us." And I said, "Well, if you need help, we're here to help." He said, "Yes, I'm trying to save up money to get these removed because that's not my lifestyle anymore." But you would have never known that about the person if you're, "Oh man, you this, you that, you this, you." He may have once been, but at that moment,
mean, you got certain circumstances, man. That I think that could have possibly been one because the guy want to get it removed. Most of the people that I know that got tattooed, they want
he
to
was
get it
homeless on the
removed.
street.
They don't even want to show them off. They want to try to keep them covered.
When they're on your chest, what can you do?
When they're on your chest and your back,
keep a shirt on.
I'm going to say something that's probably going to be controversial, and some folks won't like this. But because I've been in this biker culture for my whole entire adult life, I have many, many friends on many sides of the biker coin, especially in the motorcycle club world. And I have friends that I consider brothers that wear those emblems on their cuts. They're part of some of their motorcycle club paraphernalia. And some friends I have those damn tattoos on them. And it sometimes, sometimes I used to look at how can I be friends with this person and they're wearing this kind of iconology? And as I began to understand what the iconology meant to them, but one thing I've always had to go on is how people treat me and how they treat me. And if you treat me like a brother, you treat me like a brother. And if I see you treat most people around you like a brother, then I have to go more on that than to me, it's more what you do than your symbology or what you say or whatever like that. Somebody said clear Nazi sympathizer in this chat. I don't think we have not. I don't know. I know who he's talking to, so I'm not even gonna get involved in that. But I have friends, and for instance, I Shaggy Uncle Shaggy 1%er, his club wears those. But then again, I got some Chingaling friends, and they're black, and they wear Nazi symbols. So, man, somebody
Are you
says black.
referring to Kanye?
I don't. I didn't
we
even know
talking about
Kanye
Kanye.
had Nazi symbols. The last thing I saw with Kanye was the fool had on a damn black Ku Klux Klan hood. I didn't even know they had black Ku Klux Klan. I thought they were always white or red.
Listen,
You
you
can
know
get anything.
Kanye.
You can get anything made.
Kanye
Uh,
is an animal of itself, man. But I've ran across guys.
let me do this one. Let me interrupt you. Lou Vega says, Black Dragon, have you ever come across a Nazi? I have never experienced myself personally a Nazi. In my day, they were Ku Klux Klan members. I come across many of those in Oklahoma where I grew up, but I can't ever remember coming across somebody that called themselves a Nazi. I've come across many bikers with SS tattoos, and every one of them would tell you they're not a Nazi. So, all right, go ahead,
I
young
done
man.
ran across the guys. I done ran across. I don't know if, and I could be wrong. I don't know because it's not my lane. The Aryan Nation. I don't know if they're considered Nazis or not. I done came across those in the penitentiary system. But the funny thing about it is, man, you get these guys, when you get them and everybody is all clicked up, and I'm only speaking for penitentiary, everybody clicks to their group of people, man. And you get these Aryan guys, and all of them are not necessarily racist. It's weird, but they racist when they in the group. You get them by themselves, man, you in the child hall, man, or you in the law library, man, they're totally different people, man. Um, so I guess to a degree, man, you got to treat them how they treat you. You just got to be mindful of who they are or who they really can be.
That is a true statement. That is a true statement.
You're telling me to check my WhatsApp. I don't have nothing on WhatsApp from you. Bro,
Somebody
when
said
did
the
you?
black KKK. That's Dave Chappelle. Oh my God.
That's so funny, man.
He had
Uh,
that episode, man. He had
oh,
that
my voice,
episode.
my Google Voice text
I didn't
message.
see that. I didn't see it.
Oh yeah, man. He had that episode, man. He was the only black guy, man. I guess he couldn't see. I can't really remember. I think he was
Oh yeah,
blind or
he was
some
a
stuff like
blind
that.
guy, and he didn't know he was black. Oh, that was
Yeah.
Mm.
that was one of my
I must have
favorite.
missed, I must have missed that one. I must have missed
Oh
that
my
one.
God, it was horrible. Not ready for TV.
Yeah.
But he had it right on TV though.
It was.
Motogato, I don't have nothing from you, bro.
Hey, Gary, New York said, breaking news, Lavish and Logic pull out a world tour with Kanye West because of his recent Nazi-loving rants. And you got to
Oh
break off in
man.
the rap there, Lavish. They think that,
Hey, send it to me. Send it to
Got a
me
rap
here.
duel, man. Lavish and
Hey,
Logic, two rap duels on the Black Dragon podcast, breaking
there
all the
you go.
rules.
Hey, there you go. There you go. Hold on a second. I got to yell at my dog. Hold on a second. I got to put myself
Yeah,
on.
yeah. He good. He's not like Black Dragon. Brutus. Be all loud and stuff. Brutus, sit down. Stop barking. Brutus.
I can't. You're a dog hater, and I can't. I can't.
No, I'm not hating on the dogs. I'm just saying that Logic was courteous. We don't have to hear him yelling, Brutus, Brutus.
Oh, no. I'll put my phone on mute.
Oh, look at Biker Podcast. The same people that whine about free speech for Nazis supported Kaepernick being censored. They don't care about free speech. That's a smokescreen. Wow.
See?
Oh,
Hey, I'm looking. Wait, go back to that. I'm looking at his logo. Hey, Lavish, you see his logo?
Whose
Oh,
logo?
he's
Which
got
one?
your logo, Lavish,
He got
almost.
he got a logo. Not he don't have a lavish logo. He's similar. He got a
I'm,
half dog, half machine type thing
well,
with you
I
going on.
can't. I won't have to catch it when I go and review it when I
Oh,
get
okay.
back to the house because like it's on this phone. It's so small.
He's got a
Yeah,
half
yeah, yeah.
dog, and that's Arnold Schwarzenegger on a fat
Oh,
fat boy
okay.
right there. Isn't that Arnold
Uh,
Schwarzenegger
It
from?
looks like a dog to me. I don't know if
No,
it's
but
Arnold
it's
Schwarzenegger.
the body is Arnold Schwarzenegger. If you
Okay.
go to prison, California, and you're white, 80% of the people you interact with have Nazi stuff tatted all over, and you won't say anything about it. I guarantee it. Black Dragon, you're an intelligent man, not reacting on emotion regarding iconography. Uh, you can't. You can't. Black KKK, that's so Dave Chappelle. Ain't no white bikers with Black Lives Matter or Black Panther patches.
I've
There
seen
might
white
be.
people with Black Lives Matter.
Yeah.
I've seen
Yeah,
that, but you
a
got to
lot.
keep in mind, man. You got some white black people, man. That's what I call them, man. They just as hood and they just as black as the blackest black person, man. They just so happen to be white, raised in the hood, grew up in the hood. Uh, Mannerisms is black, man, and they accept it as a black person more than a white person, man.
Mm.
So a guy who wears SS in an MC club that does not allow blacks is not racist. That is funny. G Dub. Yeah, there are guys who wear SS symbols in motorcycle clubs that don't allow blacks that are not racist. Uh, and I know some of them. And yeah, it's an interesting thing. You might wonder how can that be, but I'm not mad at somebody white in an all white motorcycle club because if Black Sabbath hadn't been the way it was, I had an opportunity when I became national president of the Black Sabbath. I had an opportunity to turn the club all black, and it would just be black. I mean, I could have done that, and I went with the way the founders had designed it because it was my responsibility to do what the founders did. But it was something I considered. It was absolutely something I considered. It was something I could have done, and I
Mm.
didn't do it. I stayed with what the founders put together. But I could have wound up in an all black motorcycle club. I could have wound up as an outcast. And I wouldn't have joined the outcast if they would have had me. I wouldn't have joined the outcast because it was an all black motorcycle club. I would have joined the outcast because of the brotherhood I felt when I moved to Atlanta. It would have been the brotherhood I felt. I had an opportunity to join many all black clubs, for instance, the
I don't
Cycle
know,
Kings.
man. You kind of a little too nerdy for them guys, man.
They got
You're a little,
nerds. Yeah, they
yeah,
got
they
some
got
nerds.
some cool, they got some cool nerds, man.
They got. I mean, I'm not a
I
cool
don't know,
nerd.
man. I
Uh,
don't know, man. You got to have a Harley Davidson too, man. Just put that out there. I just want to say that. You got to have a
yeah,
Harley Davidson. So I don't
yeah,
know, man. I mean, then
yeah.
again, you can be, you ever heard of them? What they call those big girl lovers, those chubby closet chasers. You might be one of those Harley,
Chubby
those private.
closet chasers.
Yeah, it's some stuff like that, man.
Yeah.
Closet chasers.
Listen,
You might be one of them Harley,
if that,
them secret Harley guys, man.
is that what I am? Hey,
Yeah,
listen, if the requirement was to have a Harley and that's what I needed to do, I'm a military guy. I follow orders. I would have got me a Harley, and done like
in the last
so
in the
many of those
last
guys
few
have three
weeks,
or four motorcycles, and all the
yes, they
motorcycles
do.
they ride every day are not Harleys.
That is very true. I know that for a fact. But I also listen, check this out, man. The last few weeks, man, you've been definitely been surprising me on this Harley Davidson stuff, man. So you one of those secret Harley Davidson lovers, man.
I love all motorcycles. I can ride everything. Okay. Hey, look, guys, we need to get out of here. But
Okay.
that was a good story today. The chat was full. You got anything that you want to say before we get out of here, Lavish?
Yeah, man. Listen, Detroit, Michigan, Labor Day weekend. That we're actually August 29th to the 31st, man. Lavish Biker Bash is going on in Detroit. So if you're looking for something to do Labor Day weekend, man, definitely make it up to Detroit, man. It's a bike event. We're gonna be doing a sound competition, man, a bike show, partying. We're gonna be at the Harley dealership. You don't have to have a Harley to come to the Harley dealership. I actually get a lot of people that ask that, man. So you can come as long as you're a motorcycle enthusiast club, whatever, man. Come out, support the movement, man, in Detroit, the Motor City. And Black Dragon, he has said that he was coming. I didn't see his name on the hotel
Oh
booking
shit!
website, but
Send me
yeah,
that.
I'm
Please
hoping
send
that
me
he
that.
makes it out there.
What
Yeah.
what's the hotel? Please send me that. Text me that, please.
Okay, I'm gonna definitely make
Please.
sure I get that over there to you, man, so you can come up here because it's a great place and space for you to sell some of your books and talk to some of the people that's gonna be here, man, especially some of the Detroit people that watch the podcast. And I'm putting it out there again, so there's no reason that when the biker bash come, my friends say, "Hey, where's Black Dragon?" Because I don't want
Don't
my
do that.
friends to
Don't set me up. Like
not
stop.
watch him anymore, man. They
Stop.
be like,
I
"Man, we
know.
ain't rocking with
I
him.
knew you was
He
gonna
ain't
do
come
that.
to Detroit. We ain't rocking with him, man."
I see y'all down in Atlanta. Oh, you
We
did come
come,
down. You did come
yeah,
down. I'm sorry.
and
Yeah, you
Detroit was
came.
there too, man. You just don't be out, man.
Uh-huh.
You don't be out.
Well, I'm
You
gonna
know,
be out at the biker bash. How about that?
that's what I'm talking about, man.
All
So
right.
won't go ahead and let y'all go because I know when I walked over that way, my signal kind of faded. Y'all take care, man. Everybody in the comments, man. Appreciate y'all for watching.
All right, young man. Take care.
All
And
right. Blessings.
let me what
Key
we
it up.
need
Key it
here
up.
for you.
Key it up. Key it up.
And action.
I remember this one kid.
Hey, what's going on, y'all? This is your boy Logic. First, I thank y'all for praying for my wife. She's coming home. We got to take care of her. You out there riding on your twos. You might even be on threes. No matter what you ride, remember these words. Ride hard, ride safe, and always, always ride on faith and keep it logical. Peace.
And I'm Black Dragon, your boy Black Dragon. Thank you all for tuning in from wherever it is in the world you happen to be. Make sure to get my book, Motorcycle Club Protocol 101, Motorcycle Club Protocol 101, my newest book. And also get Bob Jarvie's book, Playpen, One Night at the Playpen. Available on Amazon. And mine is available on Amazon Kindle and at blackdragonsgear.com. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. Try to find a way to treat people you love like precious pieces of irreplaceable solid gold. And get skinny. I gotta find the right button to get the hell out of here. Here we go. Prepare yourself to take the helm as president of your mighty motorcycle club by delving into the pages of Black Dragon's newest book, The President's Bible, Chronicle 1, Principles of Motorcycle Club Leadership. There you will learn to advance your skills in applying the 14 scientific principles of leadership similar to those taught to officers in the United States Naval Service. Available in hardcover, paperback, and ebook. Get yours today on Amazon, Kindle, or order it at your local bookstore. Order your autographed copy from blackdragonsgear.com. Be the best motorcycle club president you can be. Get the book.